All right. We rip apart the flesh and live to see. And look at all the faces along the way. The terror gets me close and holds me tight. And hope I get to die another night. It's about how I feel up in this bitch. Mother. Woo, woo. Talking about. Up in this motherfucker. It's like, man, I want everyone available. I want all hands on deck for this motherfucking adrenaline intro, baby. GPW. Man, bringing the hits. So thankful for our relationship with Genesis Pro Wrestling. You can check out globalsportcouncil.net. Of course, if you want to read all about GPW, the genesis of the Genesis Pro Wrestling. Oh, hurry up! Hurry up, he says. I'm here. I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it. Is that how the old ditty goes? Is that how that goes? Oh, man. Anyways, we got a good show. We do got a good show lined up. Don't even worry. You're going to press past the black. Someday I'm going to have like a little like we're going to be live soon. Global Sport Council logo push in and out animation or something. Commissioner says, hurry up already. All right, Commissioner. 1 minute later, fucking no more than 90 seconds later, I'm on this motherfucking broadcast. Eating up precious live airtime. You know how precious live airtime is. 30 years ago, we would have killed. We would have killed for a live setup like this. Absolutely. Now it's trivial. I got a busted ass, scuff ass broadcast here. That's why we're from Scuff City, USA. By the way, like I said, Adrenaline coming live to you from Saskatchewan and everything. We're in Saskatoon at the SaskTel Center. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. It's a good place. Very nice. I looked up indoor stadiums. This was, when do we book arenas? I looked into this 3 weeks ago. I knew we was going to be in Saskatchewan. So I wanted to see like where in Saskatchewan we could post up for Adrenaline because it's a Pacific Northwest regional affair, and I searched indoor stadiums, Saskatchewan, the entire province, which covers like 29% the same square mileage as the continental United States, a humongous area. And I know there's some fucking Canadian outback or whatever up north, but the only thing that popped up was this SaskTel Center in Saskatoon. Now, I love Saskatoon, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going to Saskatchewan, it's like, going to Saskatoon is like so fucking stock. Like, I want to show up somewhere else. Maybe somewhere that's only got like 500 to 1,000. It's like, only thing that would pop up, multiple pages of search results, SaskTel Center. I guess we got to be at the SaskTel Center. It must be some kind of provincial tax situation. Someone's getting kickbacks on events held at the SaskTel Center, is all I can say. But, we're happy to be in Saskatoon. Like I said, always happy to be in Saskatoon. Did I just say that? I just said that. Brandon, the commissioner, our intrepid commissioner, who is returning to action here tonight. Returning to action. It's a new era and a new presentation for us all. And Brandon is the first of the OGs to step up and put himself out there. And we got a hell of a contest involving the California Collective. The whole show really involves the California Collective, man. I'm gonna call this fucking guy. Like I'm literally gonna put him on the air. I'm literally gonna put the commissioner on the air and be like, my man. I said 5 minutes ago. I said, here I go, and I hit the button. He said 9:35. Hurry up. I said 9:37. Here I go. That was 5 minutes ago. I wanted to see the video. I know we're gonna play it every Adrenaline show, but fuck, it's we put a lot of work into that. We put a lot of work into this whole fucking league, man. And having a video like that is like, it's like a trophy. It's like a trophy almost that we get to enjoy, man. That the show's, grown and gone on for so long that we have the means, we have the fucking history and the future history to make a whole intro video for a weekly show, not just one but two. You seen Badlands last week? Shit is badass, and Adrenaline is just as badass, but a whole different feel. Thanks to our boys, man, at GPW, Genesis Pro Wrestling. The commissioner's okay. Commissioner Brandon is here, everybody. Okay, finally. The mod with the sword icon is here. All right, don't get it twisted. Brandon, we're happy he's here. We hold his presence in reverence. We really do. That's why we waited. So everyone that was important could witness, once again, the Adrenaline video, brother. All right, we got a good show, man. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Yeah, motherfucker! That's right, baby! The SaskTel Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan is live! 1,600 in attendance, baby, for GPW's Adrenaline! Wow, that was not a smooth transition, but the sound of the bell you may have heard. Well, the bullshit... Well, okay, I was going to say the bullshit music, but the WWE 2K music pops in. That's how you know we're ready to go. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit this button right here, right now to start show. We got three good ones, three big ones. Bring your asses here. And we're going to kick things off here in some undercard action. Not necessarily a title division at play, but some nice action anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the California Collective, the ruling party of this whole league, owners, operators, our kings on high, as it were, have returned from their perch to get involved in the new era. The co-founders. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? I just called him the co-founder. I'm talking about the commissioner, Brandon. Yeah, it's nice to be back. All the male representatives of the collective is here tonight. We're kicking off some undercard action. Rey Mysterio versus Roddy Shaw, a GPW OG, as it were. I like the word OG. Roddy Shaw, a 6-year pro. What is this? Anyway, Shaw versus Mysterio, and then to more pressing matters. Just want to put a big thank you so much to Paul Heyman and the ECW for putting us up in the Hammerstein Ballroom for ECW's Blood Money. The Age of Extreme never left its soul, and its spirit lives on to this day in Global Sport Council. The forebearers, the harbingers of this extreme violence since day one, year one, has been Brandon and John Cena, the California Collective. The #1 tag team in the history of this league, and they got it done in the most extreme manner. Now we're going to have a new era extreme tag team match. One fall to a finish against the Pitbulls, Gary Wolf and Anthony Durante. ECW action continues, you might even say. And then in our main event, you could call this some Legends Tour action. But, well, you could also call this the return of the president of Global Sport Council. And seeing how he's ranked 3rd for the world title. Is it over? What the fuck? I don't want to hear this. Samoa Joe versus Ric Flair. Like I said, it's Legends Tour, but it is World Title Division. Welcome back to the action. The Nature Boy Ric Flair, 78 years young, and still kicking it harder than 90% of you fakers out there. All right? It's just so much going on with the music. Flair versus Joe, the return of Ric Flair through hellfire and brimstone, no doubt, versus the president of Samoa, the president of Samoa, the king of Samoa, the president of Global Sport Council, Samoa Joe. Delete this. I love Bray Wyatt. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a fan of this one personally. It's fucking whiplash, man. And it just blanderized itself immediately, just by the way. Anyway, our first matchup, it's a great song. I like the song on its own. I fucking hate the Firefly Funhouse shit. How about that? I get it. I don't like it. I'm just saying. And by the way, if it wasn't for Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse, we wouldn't have to be dealing with Alexa Bliss's bullshit here in 2026. Then, therefore, henceforth, the Fiend Bray Wyatt was a miss to this recording. Roddy Shaw versus Rey Mysterio. Opening contest. Rey Mysterio's been around the world and back again as part of Global Sport Council. California Collective represent. He ain't won no titles yet. That's why this is the undercard. I hesitate to even put Rey Mysterio in the national division at this point. Let's get him a couple of reps and just see how he does. That's probably the best thing. He's going one-on-one against a debuting Roddy Shaw. This is not Shaw's first match. He's a 6-year pro out of Tacoma, Washington area. Fighting out of GPW style, Southern Discomfort. Well, maybe he's from further south than Tacoma. I guess so. He'd have to be. Oh, man. Come on now, you hog farm piece of shit motherfucker. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest of the evening, and it is scheduled for one fall. Approach to the ring first. Man, I'd say somewhere just south of Port Smith, Ohio, and I'm talking about crossing over to Kentucky. He weighed in, look at that pot. Oh, this fucking guy's a mess. I'm gonna say 230, 235. If he's 6'1 or 6'2, I'm gonna give him 235. He ain't cut, but ladies and gentlemen, making his Global Sport Council debut, Roddy Shaw. Well, we're supposed to be, I guess you are in your GPW ring. Southern Discomfort. I do like that. I do like some Southern Discomfort. Man, I fuck up some SoCo back in the day. That's my God. That's on God. Sheesh. All right. What? The music is gone. Oh, it's back. It's back. His opponent from San Diego, California, he went in tonight at 183 pounds, a proud member of the California Collective, Rey Mysterio. Mysterio getting back to his roots, some undercard opening match BS. Welcome back, Rey, absolutely. Whether he's won a title or whether he's not won a title, he's one of the most captivating and important professional wrestlers of the last 30 years. Don't make no mistake about that. If you're watching this show, you know what I'm saying. The LWO is friends of the collective. Okay, Carnal. All right, I see you. I'm with it. All right, straight out the gate, Mysterio taking out Roddy Shaw. Springboard moonsault was bounce off the ropes with your legs, man. Not a springboard. What's that called, Kamish? Like a split-legged moonsault. What's that called when you bounce off the ropes? The same. Look at the speed of Mysterio on display. It's a new era. It's a new chance for everybody. And Mysterio understandably working his way from the bottom, taking on Roddy Shaw. And I gotta say, Roddy Shaw, you're at GPW Adrenaline. You're at your show. You ain't even gonna take your little shirt off to wrestle. I mean, you're obnoxious enough to wear trunks, but let's see that pot belly, motherfucker. Let's see that. All right. Well, I see your attempt at an armbar, but look at Rey Mysterio rolling right through some punches to the head. He can't reach very far, but he makes some light contact, breaking a hold. Neutral position, Roddy Shaw. Trying to duck under some Rey Mysterio shit. He's too short for that. Looking to walk up the ropes. Mysterio with a big flying mare arm drag takedown. Mysterio laying in the shots. He's not waiting for Roddy Shaw to get up. Look at this. Now on the second rope. To double axe handle. Not going to make its mark. Roddy Shaw rolling to the up. Rolling to the up if he could. Irish whip. Mysterio bounced off the second. That means he knew what the fuck was going on. Stopping Roddy Shaw in his tracks with a series of shots. And Mysterio lining up for something good. Lining up for something big. There's a kick to the leg. No to the right. Oh, that was inside of the thigh. Inside of the thigh, says John Doe. And by the way, how the fuck did John Doe and Jane Doe make it back into this fucking league, man? I did not pick John Doe. I did not pick Jane Doe, for that matter. And Roddy Shaw. Oh, he got caught with a boot. Charging him down Mysterio. There's a double sledge. Mysterio bounding to the apron. Got a springboard. Nice. Into the splash. Kind of a wonky cover on it. A wonky impact. Shaw out at one. Mysterio, 2 minutes in, I'm going to say, is dictating the pace of the match. Roddy Shaw still a bit of gas in the tank, as he said, taking out at one. It could be a matter of time if Roddy Shaw cannot enjoy some sustained offense. Going to be taking to the deep water suit. Drop down Mysterio. Forced back. Leapfrog. Triple back elbow. Mysterio forced to run out and back and twice again. Just gets smacked with an elbow. Oh man, that's why he's a Ray. Yeah, you're not gonna tire his ass out. Nice elbow drop, just for the fun of it. Mysterio flying into it, into the pin. John Doe, count it! God almighty! Oh, he could have I think he could have had him, folks. I think he could have fucking had him. I'm not lying. Brian Benjamin Andrews is fined $1,300 for bringing John and Jane Doe. You know what? I have to assume responsibility. That's my bad. Nice frog. It's over. Okay, it's over. No, pin him. It was the frog splash, Ray. You don't need to. Yeah, oh, there you go. No chance for a rope break, I suppose. If you're gonna count the fucking thing, John, okay. There you go. Well, there you go, folks. Rey Mysterio not concerned with GPW taking over his shit. Nice leg bounce moonsault. Now the springboard into. I thought it was gonna be a headbutt, but at the last second, he kind of jutted himself forward. Springboard moonsault right there. The elbow drop. Let's watch the elbow drop. Boom! Is this the pin? Okay, so it wasn't the pin. Let's see the frog splash. Now let's watch 19 seconds of maneuvering. We'll see yep. Roddy Shaw's foot was under the ropes. Rey Mysterio doing the right thing. Impressive. For the winner of the match in 3 minutes, 25 seconds by way of pinfall, Rey Mysterio. The commissioner says Rey needed that win. Hard agree. That's not a title divisional match or whatever, however the algorithms or the spreadsheet puts it together. But that was an impressive victory for Rey Mysterio. And I hope to see him in more lower card action to build up some equity. You beat Roddy Shaw. Good for you, my friend. Roddy Shaw, you tried your best, but he's one of the greatest of all time. Dave gives it 3 stars. I almost agree with that. I'm gonna give it 2. I'm gonna give it 2 1/4, 2 1/2. I'll give it 2 1/3. I'll give it 2 1/3 stars. While it wasn't like a wild back and forth, it served its purpose well. Roddy Shaw never really got off the blocks. An impressive, noted, deliberate victory for Rey Mysterio. I put him in a lower card, and he, just like that, shows me why he knows who the fuck he is and what the fuck he's doing, man. All right. Talking some shit like Space Invader. Hold up. Time to play the game. Oh, we're gonna be playing a game now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother. We got some exhibition action here. Please welcome back. I told you, it's the return of the collective. If you're subtitling this show, this GPW Adrenaline live from the SaskTel Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, you can subtitle this show The Return of the Collective. And Rey Mysterio setting the pace for the rest of the night with an impressive lower card victory over the debuting Roddy Shaw. And now, John Cena and Brandon looking to continue the momentum in their kind of match, their kind of fun. Oh, it's an extreme tag team match against Anthony Durante and Gary Wolf. They are known as the Pit Bulls, and they are a couple of pugnacious, never say die sons of bitches. I'm looking forward to extreme violence. And I'm especially looking forward to the return of our commissioner in a new era. It means a lot. How many times, bro? How many times we made you? How many times we made you here? Still going, brother. Bigger and better than ever. You do need your shirt for the picture. And we'll put in a custom picture for you too, man. Absolutely. All right, let's go. I'm stoked. I'm excited to see how this turns out, man. Oh, I didn't make it. Never mind. It's all good. All right. Well, it's Anthony Durante, if you weren't quite sure. We're not going to do this twice, so I'm going to get them both now. The following contest is an extreme tag team match scheduled for 1 fall. Approaching the ring first at a total combined weight of 691 pounds. Gary Wolf and Anthony Durante, the Pitbull. Yeah, Durante and Wolf. Well, we saw Wolf come out a couple weeks ago in that 4-way blood money gauntlet match and looked damn good doing it. And he's about the realest one in the interviews as far as I'm concerned. We're happy to have Durante on with the Pitbull's team. He's united in 2026 here in Global Sport Council and GPW Adrenaline. Yeah, like I said, we're not doing it twice. Moving on. This is the crowd in Saskatoon. They're kind of nonplussed. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here they are. Nope. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? They're booing his ass. All right, let me introduce the opponents. First of all, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, but fighting out of Hollywood, California. He went in tonight at 241 pounds, a proud member of the California Collective. The 18-time World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Hell yeah. Look at all the flashbulbs going off. They cheer him, they boo him, they chant death at him, but they want to see it. John Cena's got something that not many in this business truly have, and that is it. Speaking of it, and his partner from West Hollywood, California, weighing in at 231 pounds, a proud member of the California Collective, Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen, the number one guy in the history of Global Sport Council makes his return here tonight. You got the flu. I got the flu. I got the flu, my friend. Here we go. Tornado rules. First fall, pinfall, submission, inside of the ring. Anything goes otherwise. And Cena and Brandon both lunging at their opponents, making it hurt. Cena got knocked on his pieces, but Brandon, weathering the storm, taking on Durante, the bald one. Gary Wolf, the one with the hair. Look at these kicks. Look at these kicks. Almost disrespectful by Brandon. Make it disrespectful. You're going to want to do that just about as soon as possible. Big old body slam by Gary Wolf. Now look at Brandon. Sprinkle up this. Anyway, sunset flip. What agility. Brandon, I called him 231 pounds. I'm not so sure about that. He's looking about 215, 220. But cut and rip. Double leg trip by Durante. Into a pin even. Counter by Cena, and there's Gary Wolf to break it up. That was a nice try by the Triple. I gotta say, Triple H face buster. And poured by Brandon. Oh, what a judo throw counter. Brandon showing us why he's the true OG of Global Sport Council. Cena going to work himself. Looking to get something going. I swear, John Cena. Oh, shit, here we go. Durante's got a chair. No! Oh, here's the C4 chair. He's got a damn C4 chair. Oh, Brandon kicking his way out of that one. Oh, my goodness. Durante was swinging for the fences with an exploding chair. Oh, it's a regular chair. Brandon got a regular chair. Oh, my goodness. I looked away for a second. I thought he may have been swinging. Look at the C. You see it. Bottom right. You see the C4. C4 explosives attached to the chair. Now outside of the ring, nice belly to belly by John Cena. Cena and Gary Wolf getting it on more of a traditional no-holds-barred style, but I won't put it past either one of those sons of bitches to look for some pull on no. Brandon making his way inside of the ring. Look at that. Letting them know in Saskatoon, look who's standing tall amongst it all. The crowd flash bombs on Brandon. Waiting for Durante. Oh, you see a big size discrepancy here with Durante. I just noticed it. Durante standing about 6'3". Brandon at 5'11", 220, 225. And I'm not saying that now because Durante's got the advantage. I just noticed it. Look at Brandon escaping the fate right there. We'll escaping that submission maneuver. Pinfall submission inside of the ring only. And here we go. And the shit froze. No way. No way. The shit froze. The shit froze. Ah, it's back. It's back, motherfucker. That's belly driver by Brandon. Into the pin, man. Oh, Gary Wolf had to put a stop to it. That's the pinfall teamwork. Cena from behind. He's got him. There's a shot. What a knee by Cena. Flatliner by Brandon. Now wait, we're not going for a pinfall. Whoa, what a shot. What a sequence by the collective here. You think they got it in the bag. Well, 3 minutes in, one of the pit bulls is bloodied, and the other one just got flatlined into fucking oblivion. Springboard stunner by Cena. He's all over the place. Hey, we already seen him victorious in world title action, did we not? Now Dirty looks back here. What's he got? A 2x4. A 2x4 in the ring. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I see some nails. I see some nails hanging out of that 2x4. Look at this headlock by Brandon. Letting the crowd know, letting us know here in TV land, he's got shit under control. He's confident and he's ready to keep working. Now Cena off the top rope on a Neurante, missed up. That would have been a 29 knuckle shuffle. Oh, he did hit the 29 knuckle shuffle into the pin. 3 count. Just like that, baby. Springboard, forearm by Brandon. Now watch this in the corner of the sunset flip. Nice elbow drop by Pitbull Gary Wolf. We saw no explosions. We saw no table touch. Win's a win. Yeah, I think Cena was like, no, I'm gonna get us out of here, bro. Hey, you guys, Death Valley Driver, look at this. Boom! Beautiful shot by Brandon. Then B, and now the Pullman flatliner. Cena was kind of blocking the shot, but that's okay. Springboard stunner. That's the beginning of the end. Watch this. Cena off the top rope. 29 knuckle shuffle. Boom! Boom! Got him! And look at Brandon. Clearing out the partner. Clear shot for the pin. I think Brandon was about to jump off the top rope or something. He wanted more, but nevertheless, the winners of this match in 4 minutes, 6 seconds, by way of pinfall, Brandon and John Cena. Good for you guys, man. Win to win, you'll take it. Absolutely. Hey, look, we're happy to have Roddy Shaw. We're happy to have the Pitbull. We're happy to have anybody come on in and do what they want to do in Global Sport Council, where we do it the best. All right? This is what we do. All right, but that doesn't mean that you get to come and beat the greatest tag team in history. Look at the smile on John Cena. Look at the smile on half the face of Brandon. Dave Meltzer gives it 4 stars. I'm going to give it 2. Not because it was bad, but of course, where's the drama? Nothing wrong with that. A statement victory for the California Collective. That's 2 in a row. First Ray, now Brandon and Sean. And that just leaves the main event. Of the evening.
It's time! It's Vader time!
Now, we watched Rey Mysterio beat a debuting competitor. We saw Brandon and John Cena make mincemeat out of a mid-tier tag team, out of a low-ranked bullshit mud show promotion. Now, the true test commences. Samoa Joe, the last link in the California Collective as far as the men go. Now looking to make it a perfect 3-0 return. He's not facing a debuting star. He's not facing some curtain jerking act. He's facing the 16-time world's champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And as just a little aside, in my drinking days, in my DJing days, in my karaoke jockeying days, I used to buy pictures of kamikazes for all the people. But the rule was you get it for free. You gotta say, woo! And I called them Ric Flairs. And at the places that I was at while I was there, if you wanted kamikazes, you had to order a picture of Ric Flairs, baby. Woo! Woo, woo! Woo! Yeah. The commissioner is rooting for Joe, and of course he is. But I gotta tell you, I know we fired Ric Flair a couple of years ago, and he has not been on Global Sport Council TV for a couple of years. But I gotta tell you, through it all, it's so funny that the same shit that you hate him for, that it makes it painful for you to see him, is also the things that, like, reconfirms, like, the hero status. Not to say the guy is a paragon or anything, but what a fucking life that he continues to lead. And he will go until the day he dies. And every day is another opportunity for Ric Flair to do the greatest thing that Ric Flair's ever done. Well, here tonight in a new era, Ric Flair is looking to do the greatest thing he's ever done again, to defeat the president of Global Sport Council himself, Samoa Joe. Eras collide, and Ric Flair may not have the juice to get it done against a behemoth like Samoa Joe. If I could be so bold. Oh, really? We didn't have also Zarathustra available? I'll take it. Wait a fucking second. Wait. He's not in his gear. Oh, no. Coming out to Roman Reigns' shit. Oh, God. Flair looks like Dee Snider. Woo! All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, scheduled for one fall inside the World's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship Division. Now entering the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, he weighed in tonight at 238 pounds. Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Flair unranked in world title division action, obviously. Was he hanging around Saskatoon this afternoon? Is that where did we find Ric Flair in Saskatoon today? Hey, Nate, you want to wrestle? Yeah, I'll do it, bud. God. His opponent from Huntington Beach, California, he went in tonight at 304 pounds, a proud member of the California Collective and the president of Global Sport Council. Ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe! Joe looks really good. He fucking definitely does, man. It's incredible. What is out there. There's a lot of talented people out there in this business. Absolutely. You just look around. You need to get into it and look around. If I listed everybody's stuff that I stole or borrowed, I'd have to name 175 people. It's insane. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he didn't even take off the jacket. All right, here we go. This is the main event. Flair fighting for an opportunity in the world title division. Samoa Joe, by the way, ranked third in the division. Now a standing switch. Yeah, Ric Flair, you might want to do a little old school catch and sketch can. But yeah, you're going to be gripped. You're going to be bound here. Samoa Joe quicker, more agile, bigger, more powerful, more stamina, younger, a better head on his shoulders. Headlock takeover. Keeping the headlock is Samoa Joe. Oh, look at his head scissors. Ric Flair just remembered his matches against Ricky Steamboat to pull out the fucking head scissors. He's wrenching. Look at that. He's wrenching his shit. Yeah. If I could do a Ric Flair, but I can't. You know, you think, oh, I'm like Jason Sensation. I can do anybody. I can't do Ric Flair. Mirror on the wall. Woo! No, I can't even do it. Nice back chin lock. Yeah, definitely applied, but Samoa Joe isn't here to fuck around. It's almost like a beat the clock challenge at this point, isn't it? Mysterio beat Roddy Shaw in about 3.5 minutes. John and Brandon beat the Pitbulls in like 4 minutes. And Samoa Joe, the president, yes, he's facing Ric Flair, but it's very clear that he's facing 77-year-old Ric Flair that just last week had a post on his official Facebook about planking for 3 minutes straight in the middle of a mid-end downtown deli. Okay, so I talked this shit. Yeah, he's pumping that top wrist lock. You can call it a double wrist lock as well. Nice leg trick. Now, if he would have went down, with it. He may have been able to transition to a Kimura lock, even. It's that double wrist lock clutch. But then into a hammer lock position. Of course, Ric Flair. Oh, shit! That was a hell of a face slam by Flair. Shot to the face. And a sleeper hold applied! A sleeper hold applied by Flair! He's looking to drain the president! He's looking to drain him! President Joe, I thought he took a hard way there. Uranagi incoming. Flair with the counter! Spinning neck breaker by the nature boy. No, he is not. Ric Flair's not going over the top rope. Him and his damn loafers on the top of crossbody! He can take it here! He can take it here! Trying to chop the forearm. Got a 2-count. Oh, man. Oh, no, that was too close. That was too fucking close, Joe. 76-year-old Ric Flair's about to game on you. Looking for the single leg trip. May have wanted the figure 4 leg lock. Yeah, that strong face of Joe playing to his advantage. Hanging neck breaker. Now an armbar applied. Unless Ric Flair. No, he's not holding it. Flair, look at that. There's no submission. Flair rolling through. I guess showing up to all these Strike Force events is finally paying off for Ric Flair. But is it going to be enough against the president of this very league, Samoa Joe? You just watch Joe, John, Brandon, and one of the damnedest. Oh, it's the Muscle Buster. Not even enough time to tell the history. The president with an executive order. Muscle Buster on the old ass Ric Flair. Back to the home, Dad. No. Okay. Flair is in this. In this mark-ass, trick-ass crowd in Saskatoon, the SaskTel Center. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're chanting "Fight Forever" like a bunch of marks. Fight forever! We're pushing on 4 minutes. I know Saskatoon doesn't get a lot of good wrestling, but maybe just be a little more patient as Flair tries to roll into a pin. I don't think so. Looking to test the waters. A bloody Joe rolling out, but he can't get back to a vertical base. Look at this. Flair maybe picking the bones of the president. Count his shoulders down. The figure 4 leg lock is applied. The Flair just breaks it. Well, the ref's not counting the pinfall. All right, Flair. What the fuck do you got center of the ring? Ric Flair now. Is it another? He wants to cinch it in tighter. He wants another shot. Twice now. Twice in a row. Center of the ring. He's got to lock in deadly tight. Joe's in pain. Is he going to make it out? Jesus. Well, okay. I think we're finding out that Ric Flair can't quite hold the figure 4. He's calling big man up. Ric Flair calling him all time. Well, what's he going to do now? What can he do now? Approaching the president. Oh, 2 boots up for Ric Flair's leathery face. Bet Flair is 100. He is not. Up and down. Oh, man. Lift up spine buster by Samoa Joe. He wants to senton splash. 304 pounds crashing down on the rib cage of Ric Flair. It would be the ultimate fuck you by Ric Flair to win in loafers in a casual suit combination here. I think Joe's weathered the storm. He's got his eyes on Joe. Joe's got his eyes on Flair. There's a German looking for the trifecta. Yes, he is. Dragon suplex still holding on. The Chimera Plex engaged by Samoa Joe. Hold the pin straight jacket. Flair, he's done. He's done for. He can't get out of that. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way Flair getting out of that. Hell yeah. Wait, what? What the fuck? Did Ric Flair do a springboard moonsault? Where the hell was I? That was some nice wrestling. Flair was busted wide open. I didn't have time to call it. But I definitely seen it at the end there. I was going to make a comment, but of course Ric Flair's got to be bleeding buckets. Fair is fair. Skin is thin. Yeah, and he's so old school. He still took 5 aspirin before the match just so he'd bleed more. It's not a $5,000 suit anymore, okay? That's a $120 jacket from JCPenney. Don't even get it, maybe Macy's. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting things done at Ricardo's in St. Louis anymore. You know what I'm saying? Custom alligator! Woo! Yeah, Ric Flair did about all he could do, I think, in this match, and it was fine. And hey, we'll have Ric Flair back again. I think that was just fine. Look at this. Yeah, he was bleeding off that punch. And instantly, you can see it. Chimera Plex 3 in a row, and the straight jacket German to finish it, to crush him. There was no way Ric Flair was moving the fuck out of that. All right. The winner of the match in 5 minutes, 37 seconds by way of pinfall. Samoa Joe! And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but as things are shaking out this year, I think Samoa Joe might be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. I don't know, maybe we need to introduce someone that's not in the collective, like Cena or Brandon or Joe or Naito. Maybe somebody else could get an opportunity in the division. But I think for right here, right now, today and tonight, our president is the #1 contender. That's my take. We'll see what the executive leadership committee decides. Dave Meltzer giving this one 3.5 stars. You know what? I'm gonna give this one a Dave. I'll give it 3.5 as well. It was a good back and forth, almost a great back and forth. Ric Flair coming out in his street clothes and loafers, still doing the most. And there was a time, and the Commissioner Brandon, Commissioner, do not lie. Was there a time in that match that you thought Samoa Joe was going to lose? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Samoa Joe. There was an opportunity for Flair to take it. He couldn't hold the figure 4. And through a war of attrition, our president is victorious. Was a bit worried, absolutely. Now look, this is the end of the show. Now. All right, this is the end of the show now. We had fun. We had a good time. Congratulations to the entire California collective. Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Brandon, and Samoa Joe, all victorious. A perfect 3-0. What a return for the California collective. They showed us all why they are the premier, elite, ruling class of this league, and by definition, the greater professional wrestling industry. They are the top of the top. They are the best of the best. And tonight shows that is immutable. Having said all that, we had a whole different show in line for you, anchored by Chris Jericho, putting the Global Sport Council King of Games title on the line. The title of King was supposed to be on the line. However, the belt has not been returned. The belt is still not here. Therefore, if I could speak for the ELC, the Executive Leadership Committee, and the greater board at play, when I say that Chris Jericho has been fined $150,000, and that does not include the $75,000 that the old King of Games title was worth. There were so many rare minerals and precious metals in that you wouldn't even fucking believe it. But that is to say, all that, Chris Jericho will pay it. It's nothing to him. He don't care. The grift is alive and well with Chris Jericho. He's going to pay that money. And he's still going to be the king. At least until next week. the California Collective, the Executive Leadership Committee, and Global Sport Council as a whole has approved the design and build of a new King of Games Championship belt. This Saturday night in the Badlands, I presume. We're not going to do a special. It's in the Badlands. Back in the Badlands, Chris Jericho will put up Global Sport Council's King of Games. No more running, no more hiding, no more bullshit. It's a new era. Chris Jericho, your ass is on the line too. That's all I'm going to say. If you have any questions or you need more information, please feel free to get back to me and we will engage in conversation at my earliest convenience. Thank you very much. Other than that, we'll be back in the Badlands. A lot of hard shit going on. And we're going to dive into, Devlin Osborne is going to be in action next week, or this Saturday night in the Badlands. Devlin Osborne is going to be back in action. We're going to get a full update on the Osborne family at large and what that means for the supposed Triple Crown held by Omen Osborne. That's the World's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. That's the Global Sport Council Multi-Universal Championship and the Global Sport Council Television Tag Team Championships. We're going to get updates on all three of those championship divisions, as well as the family themselves this Saturday night back in the Badlands. The tour continues. Limp Bizkit is about to pop up with us. Then shit's really going to go off the fucking rails. We'll see you then. We'll see you next time this Saturday night, 9 p.m. or so. Live on Twitch. That's Eastern Standard Time, Bogota. I'm broadcasting from Bogota, Lima. That's where I'm from. That's where I live. And that's the time zone. So 9 o'clock, 2100. Bogota local time for the Badlands. See you then. Thank you guys. We did it. Yeah, dude. You fucking did it.